Welcome back here to Seaway 3 as we get ready for the second half of the twin bill between Dawson and Champlain here from the banks of the St. Lawrence and St-Lambert, Quebec. Champlain will be the home whites with blue shorts and the blue white socks as well for the Dawson Blues, and black with blue socks. And those numbers will be awfully tough to read for those who are watching at home. So we will do our best with the numbers here for Dawson. Unfortunately, those numbers will be tough to ID here. But there is a bigger issue here for both teams. For Dawson, they're 1-5. They are running out of racetrack and trying to get themselves back in the playoff conversation. For Champlain, they're in the thick of things here. Even though they did lose on the weekend to Garneau, they do need to win out if they want to get a chance at number 2 in the Quebec playoffs. We're underway here with Champlain going left to right, Dawson right to left for this first half of action here from Seaway. And this ball is still on the far side out of play for a throw in here. Dawson 1-5 so far, only 5 goals for, 19 against. And you wonder now for this program and the direction they're going, can they turn it around here and put themselves back on the track of maybe being back in the playoff conversation? And it goes right to Massoud, who will get the first touch for the Cavaliers, and he'll play it over to Darginho, who now have options to his right and to his left, working its way through. Working up ahead, Champlain trying to get the first goal. They got a quick one at home 2 weeks ago against John Abbott, and that takes a deflection off of Kamara. Back into the Dawson territory he goes. And this will be played back out for another throw-in for the Blues. And up ahead it goes. And over it comes to St. Fall, who will play back to Massoud on the short pass. Space to work with now for the Cavaliers on the near side. Over it is to Champlain, now working its way up ahead. Trying to work the interplay, no good on that situation. This will go out of play. And it'll be Champlain possession in the opening minutes of play here from Seaway. Running start, and now we'll go over the head. And Lalone in a chase trying to win that ball back. He does. Into the 18, it comes alone, and that ball is deflected out for a corner kick in Champlain. Trying to get themselves asserted with the first goal here and have the Blues chase the game in this 90 minutes of action. And it will be Darginho who will have the chance to bring this ball back into play. Darginho will look for the options that he has. Pierre Alleri is now working his way up towards the far side of the situation. And now Darginho, the left footer, trying to find the in-swinger. Can he get the first critical touch on net for a deflection? Far post, header, and that's open and wide past everyone. Darginho part 2. And he almost had the keeper bamboozled in that shot as he had Alessandro Ozun going the wrong way for the moment. Short pass up ahead. Dawson trying to get themselves locked in, trying to work the width of the pitch. And that will be played off the carom. Back out it comes to the Blues once again. Good interplay by them. Into the 18 it comes. Could this be a chance for them? Back into open space. Could this be a shot on net? It is deflected. And a last-second intervention prevented any shot on target. And that will go out of play. So Dawson showing a bit of characteristic of a bite and trying to get themselves that first goal in this matchup. Played over and out. And now into the lower third it comes to the Champlain territory. And that's a knockover. Referee calls a free kick. And a chance for the Blues to maybe get themselves the first injection of hope of trying to get that first goal in the early goings of this first half of play from Seaway 3. And what do they have in store for the Blues on this situation now? Can they get that ball going past Massoud on this free kick? A sharp angle inside the 15-yard line of the football field. Into the teeth, header, 1-0. An opening goal for Dawson, and they silence the crowd here at Seaway. And they're off and running, liftoff for Dawson. And they get a critical goal that could keep them alive in the playoff race. The Blues shocking Champlain. The Cavaliers taking a blow to the jaw. And now can Champlain come back with a counterpunch? Will Dawson park the bus? So many narratives yet to unfold, and the Dawson Blues have liftoff here from Seaway. Will Dawson play ambitious football and try to go for a second, or will they now be patient and soak in the pressure from the home team? Vargas's poke, no good. Played overhead. Vargas again. A little bit of angst. Lewis Young with the goal, and now the Blues back in. They have the verve, they have the arrogance, and that ball is pushed away this time over to Farmer. And open space down the left side. Champlain working a little bit more urgent than before. And now to the width it comes, past Lalone. Open space on the near side. That takes a deflection back out into the neutral territory, and Champlain will calm things down and get it back into their own corridor. Darginho. Vargas. Masood. Not the start they envisioned, and now the vision is to get themselves a tying goal. That's played through. And a loose ball, Masood, and a bit of a miscommunication so slightly with Vargas. And they'll slow it down once more. So Champlain will have to search for a goal and trying to get themselves back 1-1 here from Seaway. Jeha. He and we talk about Lalone have been a dynamic duo. They have combined for the most goals on a team with 8 in total, 4 each. And here's Dawson looking to get themselves a second goal, and that will not be the case in that situation as they lose the possession, and back out comes to the Cavaliers. Darginho. A long ball up ahead, and this will go over everyone's head, and that will be forced out of play for a throw-in for the Cavaliers. 1-0 lead for the Blues. Darginho, switch of play. Going to the far side, trying to stretch open the width of the Blues formation. And Dawson not biting yet. Farmer. Frazier, that is, I beg your pardon. Darginho. A long ball down the near touchline. Into the final third it comes. End line. Header, it takes a deflection back out for Dawson. One hit, no good. Far side it comes, and that's pushed away as Kamar cannot get a touch on that ball. So Dawson getting a little bit twitchy with their corridor as Champlain's trying to pick up the engine rev on that. And the Pistons really starting to get going here for the Cavaliers, realizing that they have to wake up a little bit earlier than before. Larry, and a whistle, and there'll be a foul going against Champlain. And this will go back to the Blues, who will get a quick respite from the pressure coming in from the home team in white. And you can start to sense that the fizz being let out of the ball for Dawson has opened up their mind, reinvigorated their mindset that they can perhaps steal all 3 points and keep their faint playoff hopes alive on a single win this year. Champlain, if they were to lose, what a damaging loss that would be, because that would open up third place and perhaps extinguish any chance of second place and getting a bye in the first round of the playoffs. Back out to the far side it comes. The Blues now looking for a second goal to add a little bit more gloss to this lead of 1. Into the circle it goes on the edge. Back out into the area of demarcation. And in it comes over to Berezosis. And back out to Darginho. Preziosi, Darginho, near side it comes. And that ball will be whisked away by Dawson once more. And that's forced out to the far side. Space to work with for Kamara on his right, and that takes our Karen back out in favor of Dawson, and the Blues will recover possession. They're being closed down once more, and they whisk away, and this will be back to Champlain. Through 10 minutes of play here in this first half, 1-0 lead for Dawson over Champlain. Could the Blues pull off the ultimate smash and grab over the Cavaliers and get themselves win number 2? They got the fast start, and now what is their course of action? Parking the bus, perhaps? We'll find out. Played up ahead, and this will go out for another throw-in for the Cavaliers. It will be Frazier who will throw it in quickly. Darginho. Switch of play once again. Champlain really trying to go with the width. Kamara keeps that and goes out of play. He's trying to find Lalonde, and this will be another throw-in for the Blues. The team from Westmount looking regal right now with the royal blue in favor of the team in black. Meanwhile, for the Cavalier blue, trying to create something to get themselves back in this game with back to parity it goes. Given away by Champlain. Here comes Dawson going for goal, and that is wide near side. And this will be a goal kick for Masood and his Cavaliers. Champlain methodically trying to work their way upfield. Darginho. He'll get it back again. Play it over to his central partner in Matissier. Here's Matissier once more. Another long ball through. Lalonde can get that. And this will be played back out to neutral territory of the pitch. Dawson back on the attack, trying to find themselves some holes, and this will be taken away by Messier, and this takes a deflection back over. Play on, referee says. Through ball and whistle, and this will be, in fact, offside. And this will go back to Champlain the other way on a free kick. Matissier with it. I beg your pardon, it's Jed Saint-Phal who's in that, beg your pardon, number 13. And knocked over, whistle, free kick, as it was knocked over off of Alaric. Alari, that is, and this will be Darginho who will have the chance to play this ball back in. Darginho looking for the options, trying to find out what's available to his right and to his left. Two-man wall for the Blues. High line again for the team in the lead in Dawson. Darginho on the left. Into traffic. Ran into the keeper's hands on the far post. And that will eliminate any threat from the Blues. And Kamara tried to kung fu that shot in the open air, couldn't do so. This goes back over to Jeha. And he will get that ball stolen again, right back to the Blues. It goes. Dawson now trying to ease any pressure, any vice clamp that Champlain trying to throw at them. And this will be another throw again for the visitors from Westmount. Over into the circle who comes, bounced out through. Here come the Cavaliers the other way, and that's going to be snuffed away once again by Dawson's back line, and into the feet of Vargas it goes. Kamara, switch of play, near side. We've seen that a few times from the Cavaliers in this first half. Darginho. And now to the far side it goes. Keeper off the line, and right there to save the day is Dawson's keeper, and that will stop him momentarily here in the 14th minute of play. Champlain back on possession and tried to feather a pass to Preziosi, and he's slide tackle. This could be a red. What will be the call? Card comes out, and this will be a yellow. So a reprieve for Dawson, but Preziosi is taking a sharp studs to his ankle Dawson thanking the soccer gods on that not being a red. And the fans wanting a red, but that will not be the case. And Preziosi slow to get up, questioning the intent of what the tackle was. And this is going to be on Larry's feet here to get this to go through, perhaps. So a little bit of a spice added to this game here on that tackle. Larry, far post. And they'll redo it again. So that first kick wasn't really as convincing as it should have been. And now they'll have a second chance at this. Larry will have a chance to redo this once more. And a little gamesmanship between Dawson and Champlain on the position of the ball. Referee asking for the required minimum 10-yard difference from the free kick at the 30-yard line or so, give or take. This could be a dangerous moment here for both sides. Into the box, headed away cleanly by Dawson. Out of play for another corner kick here for the home team for Champlain. And you wonder, can they get this to go through? Darginho looking to start asking questions of the Dawson Blues. Far posts, and the keeper right there, the telescopic arms coming up big to keep that at bay, and still a 1-0 lead for the visitors. And we are throwing again for the Cavaliers, I beg your pardon. And it's Darginho once more. It's been all possession Champlain. It looks like the Blues are going to play park the bus and wait for a moment like this to perhaps capture the Cavaliers flat-footed. And this will go off for another throw in here for the home side. So park the bus is the name of the game. And for Champlain, the question that remains for them is, can they unlock this Dawson Blues double-decker? And another whistle. This will be going against the Blues once more. Here's Masood. Darginho. Again, Dawson closing down the gap once more. Here they come on the counterattack. And they're being closed down. Whistle, and there'll be a free kick instead for the visitors. And the last time they had a set piece, a little bit further up of the pitch, they scored to make it 1-0. Could this be a chance for them to go up 2 goals here in this first half? It'll be 2-man wall for the Blues, and a chance for the Blues, or for the Cavs, and a chance for the Blues to go up by 2. Deep breath here. A testy moment. Chipped in. Masood, oh, it took a miscommunication here as Masood and one of his players, it looked like it was Lalone, did not have the connection right on the Wi-Fi, and that almost cost him a second goal. And this will be a corner kick instead for the Dawson Blues, who is showing the courage, the attacking armory required on the set plays. And here's a third chance for them. They've had 2 quality ones. They're 1 for 2. Could they go 2 for 3 on a corner kick coming up here on an in-swinger? Far corner, Masood right there. His GPS found that ball rather easily, and now looking for a transition kick, and he will go to the near side. And there's nothing but black uniforms in the former Dawson trying to work its way through, and that's kept alive. And another foul, and it'll be a free kick as things start to get a little bit chippy with Dawson and Champlain. And that's a second down Champlain player in the last couple minutes of play. And it will be Larry who will have a chance to try this again. The left footer. Picking out his options that he has from the big hitters, the Rolodex of hitters of goal scorers in that Champlain attack. They've scored 11 goals so far. Dawson has given up 19 through 6. That's played through once more. The Blues just continue to be soaking in the pressure. Vargas can't get to it. And it's recovered this time by Kamara. Vargas on the left wing. Chips one up ahead. Alone. Keeps it down. Deflection. Loose ball. Still alive. Champlain throwing everything up ahead now. And that ball is deflected out of play by Dawson. This will be a throw-in that is for the home side. As now you're starting to see the intensity pick up by the Cavaliers here from Seaway. Darginho chips one far side. Header through. Kamara now on the one hop. Protecting the ball. Still in protection of the ball. He's got Vargas to his immediate right. He'll go back out to Masood as they look to wriggle open this Dawson formation here from Seaway. Darginho. A slide play by Vargas. Can't get to it. Now he does to Kamara on the left wing. Played down low, and that will be a corner kick coming up. The last touch this time by Dawson. This will be a corner kick on the far side as Jeha almost had a chance to make it a 1-1 game, and it will be at the feet of Larry once more. Champlain looking for that goal. They're down one, an early goal by Dawson the first 3 minutes of play, and since then they've been in trail. They've controlled the narrative of possession and chances, but unable to find that goal. Could this be it? Outswinger. Header. Takes a ricochet. And that will be a handball off the palm of St. Falk. Jed St. Falk has 1 yellow card through 4 games. And this will be Dawson possession. The Blues in no hurry at all to get this game underway. Still about 24 minutes left in this first half. And Kamara knocked over, and this will be Dawson possession on the throw in front of the Champlain bench. Space to work with. Here come the Blues. That's a foul. It will be a free kick. Dawson will have a chance now, this time from a very sumptuous position from about 19 yards out to the right of the net. And they might have a question or two that they'll be asking of the Champlain line if they can get this past the white wall and going for goal number 2. Could they navigate and get the radar on point? Could they find the shot of desire here to add a little bit more gloss to the lead of 1 and to give them a 2-goal lead without response from Champlain? The Cavs will go with a 4, now make a 5-man wall. Will there be any trickery on this play? And a 3-man conspiracy for the Blues on this ball. And who will have the honors to make it maybe 2-0 for the visitors? And that ball was more likely a field goal kick than an actual free kick, and that went way past the net. The execution was not there in that attempt by Dawson. Champlain now on the run, trying to get themselves that goal. Darginho working their way through, and this will go through the nutmeg, and here come the Blues the other way. Can they get this chance? Champlain trying to close it down with 3 white shirts. Darginho can't get that. Into the 18 it goes. Could this be for 2? Great save by Masood. And able to gobble that ball back up. Dawson went from nothing to something. It could have been 2. Masood going telescopic with his arms to prevent a second goal going past them. And now Champlain looking a little bit creaky on the back line, allowing Dawson the free release. And it'll be a throw-in once again for the Blues. 24th minute of play here from Seaway. And this goes well past St. Falk, and now into open play it comes. And space to work with now in the final third. A perfectly timed slide tackle coming in from Larry on that. And it'll be a throw-in again for Dawson. Beautiful dance move on the end line. And that is parked away by St-Phal. And that'll be thrown away back out to the open land. Dawson trying to get themselves that second goal. They feel like they can get this better than Champlain can. And here they are. They have about everyone up ahead except for 3 black shirts trying to work their way through in the small triangles. And this will be forced out to the perimeter. To the far side it comes. Now into the teeth it goes. Open space to work with. This will be a corner kick again for the Blues. As Champlain is starting to feel a little bit of angst, a little bit of sweat on the brow. And they are definitely on their heels. The last couple minutes of play here in the 25th minute of action from Seaway. Movement by the Blues on the lip of the 18. It goes to the near post, and the left foot failing the Blues player on that. And it'll be a goal kick instead here for the Cavaliers. Darginho. For Moto Di Choco, he might have a team talk that might light a fire, and this might be it right here. Into the 18, it goes open for 1-1. They got it. Champlain responds back, and we're back to parity here from Seaway in the 26th minute of play. 1-1. The Cavaliers open them up, and Jeha gets his 5th goal of the season, and he was open with an absolute sitter, and Dawson fell asleep at the wheel and got exposed, and as a result, give up the goal. And now Dawson might be feeling a little bit of the spaghetti legs here. JR with his 5th, and now we're back to 1-1 on a priceless tying goal. Dawson, on average, has given up 3 goals per game. A little more than that. They've given up 20 so far, and we're through 6 games in about 26 minutes of play. What do they have now, Dawson, to come back? They were showing a little bit of spice. They were showing a bit of steel in their character. And now they will require a little bit more of that to get themselves a potential go-ahead goal with this game back at 1-1. Jeha with the goal. And here's Jeha, the goal scorer on the left wing in the 1v1. And he loses possession. And here come the Blues the other way, and that will be all for naught as that peters out towards the sideline for another throw-in for Kamara. St-Phal. Darginho. Comes up to the near side. Dawson now starting to chase the game a little bit here on the possession arrow being in favor of the Cavaliers. And here comes a chance for Lalonde. And this will go back out, closing it back down. And this will be another throw-in again for the Cavs. As Lalonde was closing down the gap along with his teammates. And this will be a throw-in again here for the home side. Jeha. And back to Darginho. Switch of play, far side. Kamara will get on the one hop. Heads it back over to Frazier. St-Phal. Kamara. Tried to send one up ahead, this time for Lalonde, but the ball died out in the air. Back out, open space on the near side. They will look to do that again, but that's headed away this time by the Blues. It's very simple for Champlain. A win today will keep them in contention of second place, albeit though some work to do. For Dawson, it's win or go home. And if they were to lose this game, that might put an end or a severe damage to their playoff aspirations with them on 6 games going into game number 7. Kamara. That's played back up. Lalonde can't get to it. Fraser can't either, as Champlain will react once more. Space to work with on the right side. Looking for a pickpocket of a pass. Into the back post it goes. Headed away by Dawson. On the one hit, and that's a misfire. Wrong angle, wrong weight on that shot from Kamara. And that's skied up in the air at the circle once again. St. Falk in the 50-50. Whistle on the play. This will be a free kick for the Blues. As St. Falk got a forearm in the back of one of the Dawson players. And Dawson will get the ball back once again. Played back out to the near side. Here comes Champlain, and it goes back to the keeper. Dawson looking to get themselves a potential second goal. That will not be the case. And well played by Lalonde. And now open space here. Riziosi into the 6 and well read by the back line of Dawson. Almost the same scene of the crime of that being what it was of going for it. And it'll be another corner kick here, this time coming up here for Alari. Alari, the left footer. It'll be in swinger, and how does Dawson counter this punch coming up here on a free hit? Into traffic, takes a hop, still there. Kamara back towards net. He's surrounded by 6 black shirts. Into open space it comes. Here's Vargas. He'll pop it back up to the far side, headed back down into the 18, and this will be played back out as Dawson has everyone back on that corner kick, and it'll be a throw-in again for the Cavaliers. Kamara. Vargas. Short interplay right there by Vargas and by Lalonde. Lalonde. Here is St. Fall. Raced around this time, and here come the Blues, and the Cavaliers. The Blues stifle that play. 32nd minute play here from Seaway. And that goes out of play once more. And the intervention coming in from the foot of Alari, and this will be a throw-in again for the Blues. That's chested away, back out. Dawson losing possession. This could be a 3 versus 3 coming through. Open space to work with on the left side. Trying to work their way through for goal, and an easy save on the one hop. Transition play almost exposing Dawson on that. And the Blues keep it at 1-1. Lovely turn, but a foul was going to be called, and it will be Dawson ball. So the sharp eye of the referee came through as the right forearm was hooked. And it will be a free kick instead for the Blues as the Cavs go back on defense. And they'll switch a play up ahead to the left to right pass. And this will be back out. And that will be feathered up ahead. It'll be another throw-in again for the Blues, for the Cavs against the Blues here from the Champlain side of the pitch. Vargas jumping up ahead. And that's played back out. Here's Alari. Tries to get that through. And in for Lalonde. Thought it was a handball. It'll be a whistle and a foul instead against Lalonde. And this will be Dawson free kick. One here from Seaway. For Champlain, 4 games left. They travel to TR, home to Huntsic on Tuesday, and then at Vanier to wrap up with Momo as well. So they have 4 games left in the month of October coming up. And they are in a fight with 5 points down, with 5 games to go to get into the top 2 of the table, with Garneau winning against them on the weekend last week in the Quebec City tour of games that they had. chipped up ahead. And that will go out for another throw-in again for the Blues. And quickly recovered by Champlain as Dawson unable to get out of the swampland of late. Vargas up ahead to the circle. Near side it comes. Space to work with. This is a Buccaneering football at its finest. Swashbuckling. Here they go. Looking for goal number 2. Could this be it? Save right there. A big stop. Champagne football at its finest. Champlain showing it as they want to pour some drinks and get some goals going in their favor. 10 to go in this first half. St. Phal. Lovely turn by Dawson. Foul play on, referee says. Instead, Larry back up ahead. Frazier loses the handle, and now he goes back over. That takes a carom in favor of Dawson as Kamara will recover on his own mistake on the kick, and back out it comes. Here comes Frazier the other way. Kamara. Vargas, too strong of a pass as he tried to stretch out his side of the body. And now back with it is Champlain the other way, going over open space onside. Here comes Preziosi. Jeha, back door, looking for the shot, and one too many touches as that was looking very sublime on that attempt. But the second touch failing the Champlain attack as it was at the feet of Lalonde. And he couldn't get that final conclusion. Back heel move. Jeha now working his back towards the line and now taken away by Dawson as they do a double team on the intervention. And this will be back over to the Blues on a throw-in once again. Cannot take our eyes off this match right now. It's been end-to-end. Both teams have had their chances. And now the momentum probably back in the direction of White of late. And that will be out for a throw-in here for the Cavaliers. Kamara. Short pass, interplay right there. Almost got that through St. Phal with his last intervention, and Massoud will volley that back up ahead. Headed back down, headed back again, going back and forth on the headers, and this will go out for another throw-in again for the Cavaliers. 37th minute of play, 8 to go in this first half. Darginho. Far side it goes. Here is Kamara. Will launch one to the keeper near post, and that was a easy fly ball caught by the keeper on that play. Rolled slowly to the near side, and here come the Cavaliers, and here come the Blues the other way. Chipped up ahead into no man's land, not a single Blue within 10 yards of that ball. And Massoud will get it back on his right. Short pass, cheeky move. Champlain being pressed. St. Phal is closed down. He splits right through. Back out to Kamara on the other side as they evade the black arrow attack of the uniforms of Dawson. And this will be another throw-in again for the Blues here in the 38th minute of play from Seaway. That's headed forward once again. Here comes St. Phal. He's all by himself. He will be called for the foul instead. And this will go back to Dawson the other way. So Dawson starting to weather the storm a bit better than before. They would like nothing more than to have a halftime lead if they are able to convert on this free kick. They've had their moments here on the set plays. Could this be a chance for them to go for a second goal again? High line again for the Cavaliers against the Blues. Header near side. And this will be closed down. Still alive. Dawson in possession. Now trying to work their way into the end line. That's going to get through for one more chance. And that ball is sky towards St. Lawrence from Kamara. And this will be a throw-in again for the visitors from Dawson. A loss, a tie would not help Dawson's cause. They need to get a win. So you would imagine they'd be much more adventurous in the second half if they don't score in this late stages of the first half. Champlain needs a win. And here they come. Lalone, he's got options to his right. He will go to the left. And a 1v1. Lalone in the 18. He's knocked off the ball from the pass from Jeha. And now will go out for a throw-in again for the Cavaliers. And it will be Kamara who will have the chance to bring it back in once again. Quickly played up ahead. Twisting and turning into the 18 it comes. Lovely play. Lalone on the end line. Back out to Jeha, who's on the byline. He tried to nutmeg the Dawson player, but instead it will be a goal kick for the visitors. So Dawson back with the possession. Less than 5 to go in this first half. Trying to find themselves a second goal, either side. Whoever gets that second goal before the team break would have the momentum, and you would figure the team speech from the staff members would be a lot different if that second goal does come to fruition for either side. And this will be again a throw-in again for Dawson, for Champlain over Dawson. Space to work with. Keeper off his line, and he will Bruce Lee that back into the Champlain territory. Coming down the right wing. Darginho. Jeha. St. Phal. Dawson pressure. Here they come. Could this be the mistake? Could this be the opportunity? Dawson looking for goal number 2. It will be offside instead, as the offside flag, the saving grace for the Cavaliers late in this first half. And this will be Champlain possession going the other way. St. Phal will let Massoud take it. I think both teams would love to have the halftime whistle be called as soon as possible. There's been sloppiness from either side. And you have to imagine the second half, if that were to be the same script, that could cost one of these teams the full 3. And this could be a chance for the Blues. And a sliding grab right there by the keeper for Dawson eliminates any Champlain threat. Forced up ahead. Past St. Phal. Kamara. Back with it. To the far side it goes. Here come the Blues against the Cavaliers defending. Into the last third it goes. Into the 6 it comes. 2-1. It goes wide. That ball was streaking past the crease, and that could have been 2-1. And now the Cavaliers are back on the prowl. They have numbers ahead of them. They have options to work with. They will go coast to coast. Back out it comes to Larry. Far side it goes. Jeha onside and a 1v1 on his right. And pushed away, and that's misfired again. And out of play goes for a throw-in for Champlain over Dawson. Turned by Larry. And now open space, Jeha. Far side it comes, Larry's down, play on. Referee says, and this will go off. And back out it comes for another throw-in for Dawson. So about 90 seconds left before the 45. And right now, it's sort of in the balance of how the flow of play that is has gone for either side. Both teams have their moments. And this could be the last moment for the Blues in this first half. That won't be the case on that as it stays in the circle. Back out it comes, and away they go. And Larry has it. He evades a slide tackle, 4-on-4. Back out to Lalone, twisting and turning with the pirouette. Open now to Frazier. Here comes Preziosi on his left for the 2-1 lead, and that is an easy save instead for the keeper. And with a minute left in this first half, Champlain feeling like they can get one last bite of the apple, of the cherry in particular, to get that goal to move forward. St. Paul. Open space again for the Cavs. Here is Preziosi. Darginho. Massoud. And it looks like Champlain is content to go into half 1-1 and just pass it out. Switch of play. And Dawson might be content going into half with the 1-1 game. And at the end of the first half, Champlain won, Dawson won. Dawson opened up with a shot goal. Champlain came back 20 minutes later, and we're back to parity here. From Seaway, 1-1. Could Dawson get the 3 points, or will Champlain firm up their third place hold in the Quebec Conference? Stay tuned here on Cavs TV. Welcome back here at Seaway. We're underway. 1-1 game between Dawson and Champlain. Dawson opened up the scoring, and Champlain responded back to even the game up. Now the question is, in the final 45, who will have the opportunity to get that second goal? And this will be a chance here for both teams trying to get this second goal moving forward in this matchup. And again, for how it's played out for both teams, they've had some leaks in the back line. Could have been more goals for either side in the first half. And that might change the fortunes in the second half here. We'll see how this plays out moving forward. And that's forced away this time by Kamara. Kamara again. Jeha out of play, and this will be a throw-in for Champlain, I beg your pardon, as Dawson thought they had the throw-in one, but that was not the case. Alone. He took a corkscrew turn, and that did not work out as well as he desired. And back to the line it comes for the 4 for Dawson. And this will be out of play for a throw again for Kamara. Ready to start again, pushing the pace up ahead. You can see the urgency right now in the first minute of play for Champlain, trying to get that opening goal. And there'll be a corner kick coming up here. And the magician at the helm for the Cavaliers. Nick Manchilo, the magician that he is. Could he get this chance? Far corner deflected, loose ball. St. Falk has it. Into the 6 he comes. That takes a deflection off of a Champlain player. That's off the back of Sear. And now into open space it comes for the Blues. Can he capture Champlain on the transition? And that will not be the case as Champlain's speed a little bit too quick. And Vargas will get a throw in again. And it will be Kamara who will have the chance to bring it back into the party itself. Kamara looking now towards his left. We'll play it back out to the immediate right. Darginho. Vargas. Diagonal pass. He tried to get the through ball and almost got that through to, and almost a ricochet, and that took that shot wide left as Mathis Sear, if his angle was turned a little bit more towards 45 degrees than 42 degrees, it might have been 2-1. Another ricochet. Loose ball. Alone has it. Into the 6 for 2, and that's blocked. Loose ball, far corner for 2, and that takes a one hop and a chaotic end. And for Dawson, they are thanking the football gods. That was not goal number 2 or goal number 3. And Lalone was feeding passes in, but now the concern is that Jeha is down on the ground, their top hitter. And for Dawson, the butterflies continue to get a little bit more stronger in the stomach, and how that played out for them. And Jeha is slow to get up, being attended to as we speak. And we'll look to get things organized once again from their perspective. He's feeling a little bit of a limp, but now able to jog it off here moving forward. So some testy nerves going against the Blues on 2 Hashford moments from the keeper. You see it once in a while, but twice in the span of a minute or so is remarkable. Here's St. Fall. Kamara. Frazier. Masood. And he'll play the short pass again. He'll keep it in play. St. Fall is pinned. Dancing his way to the left. Now we'll force it back out, and this will be into open territory. It goes and played over again. Here comes Frazier to the far side. It comes. Trying to bully the way through. Yassin. Manquillo. Lalone. Ooh, he had the wrong angle on that, but right there to save the day is Kamara to keep the play alive. Into the box it goes. Frazier. Deflection. Loose ball. Oh, and right there was the chance, but the keeper got that away. It was off the wrong toenail of Sear, who had the positioning but couldn't get that to go through. And now Dawson starting to be hemmed back. This is almost one-way traffic. Lalonde boxes his way through on the end line. And now it'll be a corner kick. And for the first 5 minutes, this has been one-way traffic. Here's been a cul-de-sac of white against the team in black. And the team in white is urgent to get that second goal to really put Dawson to the sword early in the second half. Far posts and the keeper at the right position. And Dawson back in transition. Here they come the other way, and this will be nullified. And back over to Masuda comes. And he will venture one up ahead and right over everyone's bodies. And away goes Sear down the right side. He comes. Sear trying to get that 50-50 back in his play. He does not do so. And that's played back out once more. And this will be forced out of play once again. And this will be off the feet of the Dawson player as Vargas will allow Dargino to get that ball back in play. Kamara. The Blues will like nothing more than a slow burn of this matchup in terms of the flow from Champlain. And Kamara will get that right by not one but two. Kamara wins that in the 50-50. It'll be a free kick as Kamara will get a yellow as he put his size 11s into the feet of the injured Dawson player on the pitch. So a free kick here for the Blues, and that will give them a respite of any pressure from the team in white. Far side it goes. Sear's the first one to get it. And he'll play it back out into the open space once again. Sear wins it back. Here comes a 3-on-2 for the Blues. Sear's blazing his way through, coming in. The touch was failing him in a slide tackle timed properly, and this will be a throw-in again for the Cavaliers. As Sear had the first two touches control, but the third one got away from him, and a forced slide tackle that got the ball out of play results in a throw-in again for the Cavaliers or the Blues. The back heel, no good for Jeha. And one again by Vargas. Sear. Darginho. Vargas. Jeha. Tried to feather one through to Lalonde. Couldn't get that by cleanly in the channel of the passing channel that he wanted to get. And now with it is Kamara on a yellow as we speak. St-Lambert. Kamara, plenty of space to work with down the left side. Kamara will go with the low pass, and he is hit. And referee did not see it, thought there was a foul of Kamara, but the Dawson Blues are going forward without any remorse. And away they go. Could this be their chance? Offside. So both teams are really playing for that go-ahead goal. Mostly Champlain, knowing what's at stake for Dawson. They're just trying to capitalize on any mistake that the Cavaliers will have on themselves to go on a counterattack. Vargas. Darginho. Another long ball through. Lalonde on the attack. Lalonde now has it, and he loses it. Back out, going for goal, and that is going to be not played well from Manquillo. And now aired away. And St-Lambert will get on the one hop, looking for Masoud, and the possession going back to the keeper at his right foot. Vargas holding midfielder now at the central position. Darginho. Beautiful pass down the right wing. They streak, and that should be a corner kick as Yassin took the brunt of the kick. And now he's slow to get up, but okay now to move forward. 55th minute of play. Corner kick now for Darginho. Will they play it short to Manquillo? Or will they go for the bodies inside the 18? Jeha's in the 6, watched by not one but two black uniforms. Entering a short play. Deflection, loose ball! And it went off the ankle of a Champlain player. Did not have the right angle from the ankle. And now with it is Kamara. And that will go into the keeper's palms. And you can see the frustration starting to build up for the Cavaliers, knowing that they had a chance to go up 2-1. Lalone really closing down the gap again. To the short side it comes, and now Dawson is trapped in their own territory. McGill wins that ball back. Here comes Lalone. He's got space. He's got, a shot wide left. Might have been over anxious on that kick because he had the entire target to his mercy and missed it to the wide right of the shot. And Dawson now is trying to milk the clock. They really want to slow this game to a screeching halt. Almost molasses-like, if anything. And that will go right by St. Falk and right to Massoud. Champlain controlling the narrative. They are in control of the game, of the possession, the chances, but the scoreline says otherwise of a 1-1 game. Yassine, deflection, Lalone, great save, loose ball, and Jeha, a slow roller like in golf, going wide of the lip of the cup. And Dawson again thanking the football gods for the lifeline. How many more of these do they have in their bag of tricks? Dawson's getting opened up now. It might be a question not if, but when Champlain gets that second goal. At this clip it goes. Jeha, Frazier, offside. At this rate that they're going, this might be a moral victory for the Blues if this ends up being a 1-1 game. But right now, the focus for the visitors is to just simply retain possession and kind of take the sting out of the Cavaliers' attacking intent that has been much more prevalent in the first 12 of this second half. That's pushed up ahead. Back comes to Vargas. Manquillo, lovely turn by the maestro of this formation. Adding a little bit more zip, a little bit more zest. He might have the license to move forward quite often now with this 1-1 game still in the balance. Yassine losing it. And now it goes back to the far side. Dawson out of play it goes. And Champlain will get back to throwing once more. St. Falk. Gliding up ahead. Kamara tried to flick that one in quickly, and he will slow it down. A very stylish left back for the Cavaliers, Kamara is. They had Zachary Waugh last year and Kamara this year, so they've been blessed with a plush of left back players of late. Vargas, crash of bodies. Dawson clears it away, and here they come the other way. They got a 4-on-3 if they want to work it up ahead. Trying to get that through the wall of white. They do indeed. Now through a ball, Massoud on, and offside it is called. Darginho chips one up ahead. Sear all by himself on the right side. Back out it comes to Yassine. Vargas, or Darginho that is. Frazier, here's Vargas. And unfortunately, Kamara was already venturing upfield and nowhere near that pass from Vargas. And forced back, racing down there Jeha, oh, he got bamboozled on that lovely turn by Dawson. And now Jeha has it back on the carom. Here he comes, stumbling, bumbling, fumbling, free kick coming up. Played quickly up ahead. Through a ball, Lalone, sharp angle. And off the side net, and that will be a goal kick. Do the Blues have the natural gas resource to keep up at this clip that is going with 30 minutes to go? Or will they make some subs to bring in some fresh legs and a vital game for both sides for different agendas? Champlain wants to maintain the conversation, and Yassin goes up with a crunching aerial clash of bodies, and they will have to bring on the trainers for both here as both players down on the ground. '62nd minute of play, 1-1 here from Seaway. So Yassin's still down on the ground, being attended to by the training staff, and you wonder what he had suffered. It looks like it's a lower body situation for him. Might have landed awkwardly on the pitch. Remember, it is colder, but you still have to keep your body hydrated. Perhaps a cramp could be the reason why he's still on the ground. And this gives a quick breather for both sides. Dawson perhaps needed it more than Champlain at the moment. And Yassin's day might be done, as he might have run his race. And that would be a big blow for the Champlain attacking backs that they have. And what does DiCioco do now to try to get this team back on the front foot? 1-1 game here from Seaway. And it looks like they are going to bring in a new player onto the foray. So they'll move Kamara to the right back position. And Kamara already is active on that situation right now. And in the game is Traore Siddiqui, who will play the left back position. And here's Dawson coming in, sharp angle, and a save by Masoud, as he was a little bit caught off guard on that attempt. But Dawson really showing a little bit of life after that quick break. Fraser out of play. Dawson ball. The Blues trying to get themselves another go-ahead goal. And Manquillo right there to get that ball back in his feet. St-Lambert. Switch of play, diagonal pass into no man's land. Lalone was the closest, but nowhere near it at the end. Vargas can't get to it. And that's played to Manquillo. Slide tackle, open space. Sear has it on the far side, twisting and turning towards the right side, and that ball is poked away for another. Throw-in coming up here for Kamara. Manquillo. He can't get that cleanly. Kamara does. That goes out of play once again. Vargas is open, but Kamara will go out to the last third. Sear. Manquillo. Great defending by Dawson in that play. Jeha. St-Lambert. Everyone behind the ball for the Blues. They are parking the bus. St-Lambert. He's trapped, and he will get away from three black shirts, and that will go out of play for a throw-in for the Blues, as they've been very calculating on how they want to close down certain players for Champlain when they're parking the bus. Throw in here, 25 to go in this matchup. And that we played over to the corridor of the Blues. Lalone applying pressure. And that was almost lost again by the keeper for Dawson. And Champlain really closing the gaps. And Dawson trying to slow down this game. Trying to go at a more of a overnight ship in the open seas pace than a speedboat. And that is not going to help the cause. And this will go back to the Cavaliers on a missed kick. And it'll be Siddiqui who will have the throw in on the near side. And he'll play it into the exterior of the 18 and back out for another throw in again in the final third. Siddiqui looking at the options that he has left. Turning to his left, now is Jeha, the goal scorer for the Cavaliers. And now he's trapped by two black shirts, and we'll have a repeat of the throw-in from Siddiqui once more, further deeper into the territory of the final third. Fraser. No one but black uniforms of Dawson. And back out to Jorginho. Manquillo. Kamara. Diagonal pass, near side. Headed away, intended for Jeha. And that will go out for another throw-in again for the Cavaliers. So Dawson really holding on for dear life. Can he hold on for another 25 minutes to steal a point from the Cavaliers? Siddiqui. Over the head, cleared away. And they'll go back out to the far side for another throw-in perhaps, unless Kamara lets it play on, and no, he won't. Jorginho on his left. Here is Siddiqui on his right. Going to his left. Tripped up. Well played by the Blues. And here they come the other way. And they're in transition. They have a 2v2. Make it a 3v2. Into the traffic goes, and St. Falk right there as he will loop it back over to Siddiqui, who looks for the ball. He finds it, and away comes Jay on a 1v1. Gets by a slide tackle, and that will be another throw-in in favor of the Blues. So Dawson getting themselves back in with some timely defensive stops. And this will be Dawson Blues ball again. And back out once more. 68th minute of play here from Seaway. Fraser's pass. He's knocked over and he's down on the ground in pain. His left knee is in pain. Referee does not see it yet. Dawson is going to get the ball back, and here they come the other way. They have a 4-on-4. And Fraser now back on his twos. And this will be back into the Blues' hands. On the overlap, they have options to work with. To the far side it goes. Kamara poked that back out. Sear on it. Kamara. Kamara again. And this will go out of play for a throw-in for the Blues. And a yellow card has been given to the Champlain bench. Not sure who got it, but Champlain not happy about the non-call that they thought should have gone in favor of them. Manquillo on his left. Jeha on his right. Back heel. And the shot blocked. Lalone. Had he left it for Fraser, that might have been 2-1. And it will be a corner kick instead for the Cavaliers, as you're starting to see them really play a little bit more of a marauding style of football on the pitch in the 70th minute of play from Seaway. Manquillo. Back post. Header off the edge of the envelope. And Champlain could be asking questions of themselves. And now Dawson might be asking the question for themselves. 3-on-2. Could this be the moment? It will not be the moment. It had potential, but it died out. Sadiki's throwing once again. Foul 20 this matchup. Jeha. He gets around 2. Lalone. Vargas, slide pass. Manquillo, open space. Kamara. Diagonal into the box. Header, loose ball. 2 off the edge of the envelope. That's twice in the last 3 minutes. And Dawson must have a rabbit in their back pocket, thanking the football gods that is not a 2-1 lead for the home side. Champlain starting to ask more questions of Dawson. But Dawson continues to change the answers to these questions. Saint-Phal on it. The woodwork has been contacted twice by Champlain in the last 3 minutes of play. It remains 1-1. Manquillo, Lalone, unable to get there. As this game continues on with more edge, more jeopardy, more twitch. As this play into the hands of Dawson, as Champlain cannot find a priceless second goal. And this goes out of play, and this will be Champlain ball. Sadiki will throw it in quickly. Here's Manquillo. Back heel move. And now, here come the Blues, 3-on-2. Space to work with. This could be a 2-on-1 for the visitors from Westmount. Into the box it goes. Looking for a chance. The shot. Oh, wide left. The plot in the twist in the plot, I beg your pardon, continues to have this unpredictable direction. And Dawson almost had that direction going in for a goal. And that long ball goes right back to the Dawson side of the pitch. You would have to think a second goal could be in the cards for either side. The question is who can find that second goal. Saint-Phal. Sadiki. Manquillo. The chip cheek class. Unable to find that normally. And now here comes Jeha. Sadiki. Far corner. And that goes out of play for a goal kick. And Dawson might be taking their time now on these goal kicks. And there's no question they're taking their time on these goal kicks. Fraser. Jeha. Fraser again. Ricochets back to McKeel. He's got numbers. Through a ball. And he could have gone a little bit further up and kind of put Dawson on the heels. It'll be a throw and sit for Sadiki. Jeha. Can't split through the black wall. And now Dawson back on the attacking intent. And here they come the other way. The Blues growing in confidence perhaps. And a miscue by Darginho. Dawson back on possession. Open space down the near side. Could this be their moment of glory? Could this be it? It will not be it. Masood. Easy routine. Long ball up ahead. Jeha on his afterburners in a 1v1. Tries to get around. No call, referee says, play on. And this will go off for a goal kick with a quarter of an hour left in this matchup. Dawson has resisted the force of Champlain. Can they resist it any more than what they have done so far? And that ball goes off of Dawson. Back whistle on the play instead. And this will be a substitution now coming in for Champlain. Free kick coming up here from Manquillo. And Manquillo will be from positioning himself out from about 32 yards out, give or take. And off the field will be Frazier. And a two-way conspiracy now for the Cavaliers as Nolan Forcherio comes in the game for the first time today. And will it be Manquillo or Darginho with the honors? Back corner header. Still alive out of play. And this will be Dawson goal kick. 77th minute of play from Seaway Park. Dawson 1, Champlain 1. The Blues just hoping for a seam that can result in a goal. The Cavaliers are hoping for a goal from the deluge of opportunities that they've had in this matchup, but cannot get that second goal past the keeper. Free kick for Kamara, and he will give it off to Darginho. Manquillo also there on the spot, and you have to wonder how many more chances Champlain will have that has gone to waste. They've had some sitters, but have yet to convert. They've lacked the dynamism, they've lacked the ruthlessness to finish off these opportunities. Here's a chance, header, loose ball. St-Phal can't get to it. Ricochets back out to the far side, and back over it comes. Darginho to Masood. And they'll re-rack this possession once more. Giveaway. Could this be the chance here for two? They got it off the crossbar. You can't script this stuff. Hollywood can't script this stuff. Neither can these guys. And that has the crowd buzzing here at Seaway. Dawson now feeling the electricity down the near sideline. They come. They have four options in the box, and that goes out of play. St-Phal. Nightmares will be the forefront dream for both these teams. How did that not go in? A lovely chip. And the trajectory of the bounce resulted in a crossbar. On a mistake by Masood that nearly cost him dearly. Sear. Kamara. Sear again. Launch one. Jeha going for goal number two. They got it. A moment of madness for Champlain because a moment of redemption and a 2-1 lead for the Cavaliers in the 79th minute of play. The Cavaliers are up 2-1 over the Blues, and they're celebrating like they won the Quebec Championship in the 80th minute of play. This game has had so many plot twists. It has been unreal. The Blues look like a truck had just hit them, and now can they find a way to get themselves a priceless tying goal here with 10 to go plus at a time. They're going to have to open up. And here comes Sear. And Jaya with the goal. And here come the Blues. And away they go on a 3 versus 3. Could this be their chance to tie it up Into the 18 they come. Byline they go. And that's stretched away. The telescopic legs coming through this time for Vargas. And back out to Lalone. And there's going to be plenty of open space for either side, in particular for Dawson, trying to get themselves goal number 2. Traore Siddiqui will get that back out of harm's way. What a game we've had so far here from Seaway 3. Dawson thought they might have won it. And then on the return play, Jeha has put Champlain in the pole position to be first best. And that goes out of play. And the fans taking their time to get the ball back in play. And that goes out of play for another throw in again. And the crowd is still buzzing on how that really changed the dynamics. But Jeha has been clinical and ruthless today on 2 goals. And there's a down Dawson player on the pitch. And the delay now is who will come to attend to the injured Dawson player as we collect our breaths here from Seaway. And Champlain just want this game to be over with. The clock going ever so slow for the home team and ever so fast for the away team. The question is, which blue will win? The royal blue of Champlain or the Dawson blue of Westmount? And Lalone with a body check. And again, Dawson taking their time to get the ball back in play from the crowd. And this will be Dawson ball on the free kick. They're going to have to take some chances now. What do they have in their bag of tricks? Could the team from Westmount steal some points? They'll have 7 to go before added time in this ball game. Played up. Karam's back out to the far side. Will Champlain park the bus? Again, Dawson has only scored 6 goals in 7 games, completed almost. And that goes out of play for a throw-in for the Cavaliers. Here is Manquillo. Cutting through again. Lalone getting tripped up momentarily. Turning up ahead. Dawson now working the angles. To the near side, to the far side it goes. Facing up against the pressure. And they get it back through 2 Champlain players. And still on the ball is Dawson, and back into the open space it goes. And cleared back out for a throw-in coming up for the Blues. If Champlain were to score a third, it would put Dawson to the sword. But Dawson's still alive in this game, down by 1. And that is going to be forced out by the Cavaliers into the Dawson territory. And Champlain looking to really apply the pressure now on the Blues with 5 to go before added time. And that ball is given away. That's headed back down to the final third. And that will go out, and a foul. It will be a foul instead, as Jeha was hogtied out of bounds. And this will be a free kick rather than a goal kick here for the Blues. For the Cavaliers, the benefit of that free kick coming up. And in the game coming up here will be one more Dawson player, or one more Champlain player coming in the matchup. And this will be a sharp opportunity for Manquillo. They might keep him in the corner. It might be a little bit early to do so, as Manquillo will direct the traffic of white uniforms at certain positions on the pitch. So Vargas' day is done. Champlain bringing on some souped up legs to close out this game. Manquillo. Header. Deflection, and right into the keeper's hands it goes. So the game now is Sadik for the Cavaliers. Manquillo knocked off the ball. Siddiqui now. Lalone, turning, too strong. Whistle, foul, Champlain, ball back to Dawson. Could the Blues come up with one more chance, one more roll of the dice here to steal points from the Cavaliers? 86 minutes of play from Seaway. That is volleyed up in the air. Darginio looking to keep it back on the Dawson side. Sear turning but couldn't get the ball cleanly. Lalone does. He's knocked over. Play on, referee says. Jeha, and the referee didn't stop it to give the free kick instead. Play moves forward. Jeha wins it back. Manquillo. Lalone. Lalone descended by 3, and it'll be a free kick instead for the Cavaliers. And Dawson's starting to get a little bit frustrated here in the final, and now a yellow card will be given. And Manquillo, along with Sear, on the ball with 2 minutes to go in this game, in the 88th minute coming up. Anxious times, nerves are definitely palpable. Heart beating the back of the rib cage. Could Manquillo put this game away on this free kick attempt? A 2-man wall for the Blues. Everyone hovering on the far side area of the post. Manquillo. Does he have the magical one on his foot? Going for a far post. Header, and the keeper right there for Dawson. And away they come. And a big crunching tackle from Siddiqui. And now the Blues are on the heels, and right back to the keeper it goes. Another close call by Lalone on that tackle. And goes out of play. 89th minute of play coming up. How much time will the referee add to this game? Manquillo, Jeha, dancing, Jeha, breaking the ankles of one. Putting Bambi on ice, that was. Jeha almost made Bambi on ice part 2. Lalone can't get to that. Siddiqui does. Manquillo, Siddiqui, down to the near side he goes. Siddiqui, great intervention from Dawson, and that will be a corner kick. Will it be a throw-in? 89th minute of play. And this will be a deep throw-in here, and you would imagine now Dawson will have to get this ball back ASAP, and Champlain might be playing keep away for the time being. Headed through, Lalone right there, and still up in the air, still on the unknown. Lalone in traffic. Siddiqui now has it. Dancing, one-hit volley, and that is going to go out of play. 90th minute of play here from Seaway. How much added time will be given by the referee? How much time on the clock will be given? That is going to be the case. And now Jeha's day is done. He's run his race. Champlain trying to get some fresh legs and kill off more seconds. 24 seconds away from the 90. Dawson is starting to run out of racetrack in this matchup. And they need to get that second goal ASAP. A loss by them would put a severe dent in any hope of them getting back into the playoff conversation with games coming up against Ahuntsic and St. Foy in the next few weeks. And that might be their target game. And now there's an injured Champlain player on the field. And that is Kamara, who's put in a yeoman's-like shift today on both sides of the right back, left back positions. The last rights given by Dawson, injury time, added time in play. What can they figure out here? Can they pull off the smash and grab and get themselves a split of points? They'll bring on some more reinforcements. The last roll of the dice here of what they have available on their bench. And that will be cleared away by Champlain. Lalone is on the race, coming down stride for stride. Lalone trying to get that ball back as they will corner the Dawson attack. And a lovely move by the Blues and moving that ball up ahead. And cleared away this time. Into the eye of the sky it goes. And back out to the circle it comes. Lovely move by Dawson. Could this be it? Gore for an ambitious shot. The idea was there, but not executed to perfection, which required a proper technique, and it lacked that technique. So Masood will just pick his spot, put the ball down, make sure that the pathway, the runway is cleared for him to take off. And Champlain just looking to kill off some more seconds here from Seaway. Sear. And now going to play for a throw-in for the Blues. And it goes out again for another throw-in. Dawson has very little time left. Clock is going rather quickly for the eyes of the Blues fans out here. The boys in black have to get that tying goal, and that will go out for a goal kick again. And you have to wonder, that moment of glory ended up being a moment of madness for the Blues, hitting the crossbar on a volley that had the weight and the touch, but did not have the finish. Letang. And this will be Dawson ball again. How much time left in this matchup? You would have to imagine now the Dawson keeper will have to make his way forward to add another body for the visitors if there's a set play. And into the circle it comes, given away here. Sear can't get to it. He does now. Could this be it? Sear to put Dawson away. Sear knocked over, ricocheted, still left for Lalone. Lalone can't get that through, and that will go out for a corner kick. That is the last thing that Dawson wanted to do late in this game here, to give up a corner kick, but they did not give up the goal. So they are still alive in this game in the late stages of this matchup from Seaway. Manquillo alone there for support. And they'll play in the corner stick now on the end line. Alone will go by himself, going back and forth, trying to kill more time for the goal kick instead. Dawson trying to get one more chance. And that will not be the case. A game that had twists and turns. Dawson was up 1. Champlain scored 2. And the decisive goal came off the foot of Jaya after a moment of madness from Dawson. And a 2-1 win for the Cavaliers. They improved to 3-1-1. Dawson now drops a 1-6. And you wonder now if they are definitely on the dire straits of them trying to get in the playoff race. Our next broadcast will be in a couple weeks from now. What a day here. What an evening from Champlain. We wish you a good evening and a great weekend. Bye for now.